Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Our group will present about the Bursa Marketplace investment game.
First, let's talk about our group investment objective. In this investment game project, we have been given the task to generate profit by buying and selling stock with an initial capital of 100,000 ringgit Malaysia each within a period of 8 weeks. Among our investment objective is that the rate of return of each transaction performed is positive. At the end of the game, the profit must increase the value of our net group's asset. Our next group objective is avoid investing shares in high-risk stock market companies in order to reduce losses as much as possible when trading shares. And finally, our objective is we want to optimize the usage of investment capital. We decided to distribute our capital into a different sectors of company. Strategies employed. Before we choose the strategy that our group want to use, our group determine the right company by analyzing it using the fundamental analysis. The characteristic of the company that we are looking for are a strong management industry, make sure the company is highly competitive and the company is in a good financial condition. Second, as a new trader, our group adopted the strategy of growth investing strategy. Our focus is to increase our capital by investing in stock of small and young companies in a long-term investment whose earnings are predicted to grow. Next, in terms of time frame trading duration, we use buy and hold investment strategy and intraday strategy. Buy and hold investment strategy are for the long-term investment. In this strategy, we only selected a few stock and hold it within 5 or 6 weeks because it consumes a plenty of time. Buy and sell on the same day or intraday strategy are also the strategy that our group use. These strategies are really helping us in gaining a faster result in making a profit. One of the biggest fear in stock investing is none other than failing to get a return when investing. Our strategy is mitigate this risk by diversifying our asset into a different counters industry.
In this slide explains about trading plan execute. The first point is about mental preparation. Stock market conveys a high level of risk, so investor must practice mental and emotional management to avoid becoming stressed as stock price fluctuate. The second point is about enter rules. In understanding the rules of entry, investors must participate in the investment and know the current economic conditions. When investors are aware of what is happening in the current economy, investors are encouraged to invest in well-chosen industries. The last point is about exit rules. To avoid huge loss in the investment, we must avoid getting less than 6% to 10% of the purchase price. Therefore, investors must examine the stock chart and exit the trade before losing money. In this slide explains about cut loss. The phrase cut loss relates to an investor efforts to reduce loss by selling shares when the value of the shares drops. During this investment game, we always sell stock if it falls 6% to 10% below the cost we paid for each stock purchase.
Okay, next we move on to the entry plan strategy. So first and foremost, a new trader should set a clear goal when they want to trade with any company. This is because when a new trader invests without a specific goal, there is a high possibility of suffering a big loss. So in this project, we got 100,000 ringgit from a virtual investment game through Bursa Malaysia. Therefore, we need to set the right goal to get more profit and get new knowledge so that we can apply them in the real investment market. So in this virtual investment game, we use short-term investment method. Also, we must calculate the risk ratio at least to ratio 1 in our favor when we invest in the market. If the market share show that the risk outweigh the potential profit, so we can skip the trade and move on to another market to look for another opportunity to get more profit. So, in the context of trading, exit strategy are particularly significant since they assist trader in overcoming emotion during trading. So, when a transaction hits its target price, many traders become greedy and delay withdrawing for the sake of collecting additional profit. So, one of the ways to exit a transaction is by incurring a loss or by generating a gain. Trader use the term take profit and stop loss order to refer to the sort of exit being made. So, when a stock is having trouble breaking through resistance, it may be time to get out and take our profit. So, we can also employ support and resistance as planning tool. Basically, is the level where there is enough demand for a share to stop the price from going down any further. So, when a stock is having trouble breaking through resistance, it may be to get out and take out our profit.
So for fundamental analysis strategy, it is not the main strategy of our group because the analysis is commonly used for long-term investment. The analysis is used to evaluate financial company condition and performance. We can take an example from the table above. It is from Axiata Group Berhad. The debt equity ratio show uh, same value for 3 consecutive years, which is at 1.6. So this show that the company is low risk because of the low ratio value.
This slide explains about relative strength index, which is RSI indicator in Top Glove Corporation Berhad. On November 11, 2022, Top Glove stock was regarded as overbought because passed above 70. No oversold recorded in the Top Glove chart for the 2 months of this game. This slide explains about RSI indicator in AirAsia X Berhad. On November 2, 2022, AirAsia X stock was regarded as oversold because dropped below 30. No overbought recorded in the AirAsia chart for the 2 months of this game.
Alright, next we will continue to moving average in technical analysis. Moving average, or we call it as MA, is used by investors and traders to track and identify trends by smoothing normal day-to-day price fluctuations. The latency increases with increasing moving average period. Since a 200-day moving average includes prices for the previous 200 days, it will lag significantly more than a 20-day moving average. Investors and traders frequently monitor the 50-day and 200-day moving average values, which are regarded as crucial trading signals. Alright, next we'll continue to the moving average convergence or divergence, or we call it as MACD. Traders use MACD to identify changes in the direction or strength of a stock's price trend. MACD crossing above zero is considered bullish, while crossing below zero is bearish. A negative indication indicating that it could be time to sell appears when the MACD crosses below the signal line, as is demonstrated on the following chart. In contrast, MACD issues a positive signal when it crosses above the signal line, indicating that the asset's price is likely to enjoy upward momentum. To lessen the risk of being duped and taking a position too soon, some traders wait for a confirmed cross above the signal line before taking a position.
In order to achieve our target and goals, we need to have a great teamwork in our group and understanding between each other. The teamwork is important and crucial to keep all the group members united and keep striving toward the same goals. For instance, we need to keep remind ourselves to keep look out for the share price pattern, to choose the right time for the breakout or pullback. Next, communication is important aspect that really matters in the group. A great communication can create an understanding between the group members and resolve any issue that may arise in the group. Hence, we can share all the information about the companies with positive trend
and can make profit from it. For instance, we would share the information among ourselves to invest in the same company as a strategy. If someone found a counter with a positive return.
Alright, we'll continue to the profit. As you can see on the screen, this is the profit and loss earned by our group members. In conclusion, our total cumulative profit of 80,470 ringgit indicates that we exceeded our 80% profit target. Success in the investment game thus teaches us a variety of lessons, each of which demands a specific technique to be successful. We also discovered that there are additional difficulties and barriers in the actual world of investment. Therefore, our success in the game does not guarantee our success there.